Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of Success Stories in Steuben County. In this podcast, you will hear from successful people who live in our community. We'd like to thank FIST for providing us with a grant for microphones, which will enhance the quality of this podcast, and biographies that helped us learn about successful people and the attributes needed to create success. My name is Curtis, and today we have Mason Franks, a Taekwondo instructor. Hello, thank you for taking time out of your day to come to Hendry Park and be interviewed.
Yeah, of course.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I am a martial arts instructor. I've taught Taekwondo for around 8 years now in total. And I started my own school 3 years ago here in Angola. I took it over from one of my instructors that had owned the school prior to, and then they were looking to sell it. So then I purchased it from him, and I've been running it ever since.
How do you feel about your instructor?
I think he's a great person. He was a big part of what allowed me to have the opportunity to start running my own business. He's been a great guidance for me along the last couple of years in running the school, and anytime that I've had questions, he's always been there to help answer them for me and help guide me in things that we're doing. So he's always been a great safety background for me. So he's been a great help.
How do you earn the respect of your students and vice versa?
Earning the respect of our students, I think, really boils down to just creating a great atmosphere and great classes for our students to feel welcome and feel included and have fun in. And I think anytime that we provide, a fun atmosphere for the kids and even for the parents, that's where the respect comes from. If we really put a lot of effort into making the experience good for them, they're going to give back that same kind of energy to us as well. So when we provide a great experience, they're going to be great to us back.
Okay. What kinds of activities or situations did you have as a child that helped you to learn and grow into a business owner in the future?
I think I've done martial arts in total for 14 years now. It'll be 15 here at the end of this year. So I've been doing it for a long time, and I think that was a major part of what has given me the skills and the opportunity to do what I do. If I hadn't done that, I don't know that I would have had the courage to go in and do what I did, because it was a big step as such a young age to start my own business. But so I think that is definitely what growing up has helped me be able to do what I do now as a business owner.
What attributes made you successful at Taekwondo?
I think the personal skills and my ability to talk with people and communicate with other people has been a major part of what has helped me in Taekwondo school. It's a very personal business. It's very face-to-face. A lot of relationships that you have to develop and build throughout, whether it's parents of the students that we're training or the students themselves to keep them engaged and involved, or when we work within the community with other businesses to help grow not only our own business, but also to help other businesses around the town as well. You have to have great communication skills to be able to clearly clarify what you're doing and provide it in the best way that you can. Having the ability to not be afraid to get out in front of people and talk is a major thing that I think, teaching Taekwondo classes, I'm teaching in front of 15 to 30 kids every night, per class, and being in front of all those people can be a little intimidating in the beginning, but the more that you're in front of them and the more that you're doing that, the easier it makes it to be able to talk in front of a lot of people. And usually people say that their biggest fear is speaking publicly to a lot of people, and for me, I think that'd be one of the easiest things that I could do because of how much I've got to do it over the last few years. And I think that's a major skill set for me, or an attribute for me that's very beneficial for me in Taekwondo and in business owning as a whole.
Could you tell me about your education?
Yeah, so I went to college for about 4 years. I went to Purdue University here in Fort Wayne. I started as actually a criminal justice major, so I was going to go into law enforcement. And then after about a year, I decided to switch to a business management degree because I decided that I wanted to step into the business field. And it wasn't, at the time, I wasn't sure what I was going to be, but then it became owning my own martial arts school, and a couple other things that we're doing now as well. But I studied there, and I just graduated last December from there with a business management bachelor's degree from Purdue Fort Wayne. Um, and that's been a big help to kind of know the ins and outs of the behind the scenes of the business side as well. And so, you know, one thing that Taekwondo doesn't teach you is how to do, the money side or the marketing side of business owning, and that's where going to school really helped me learn those skills as well.
Oh. If someone listening is interested in taking Taekwondo or teaching it, what advice would you give them?
If they were interested in taking Taekwondo, I would say that they just would go to wherever their local martial arts school is, and try a class and make sure that it's the program they're looking for. And obviously you got to tell mom and dad, because mom and dad's the one that's got to get you there and get you into classes. But yeah, I think just getting started and getting going is the first step. And we have a lot of students in our program that after a few months of training, or a few years, they want to start helping teach classes. And so we actually have a program within our school where it's a class specifically designed to train students how to teach Taekwondo classes. And so if it was something where you wanted to get into that sort of field, that sort of program would be what would help benefit that and put you into that field of work.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to come talk to us here at Henry Park. You have obviously used your gifts and talent not only to bring joy to others, but yourself too.
Of course. I was happy to be here.
And that is the end of the podcast.